So for the last week of class, basically we just have a couple finishing touches left. You do need to review your classmates' projects, which are in the week 13 and 14 block in the discussion forum. So what you need to do when you're reviewing is basically take a look at their video and then indicate what you liked about the project and also any suggestions that you have for enhancements or improvements. Then once you do that, I do want you to register at Certiport for your exam, even though the exam is now optional. If you do have a Certiport account, all you really need to do is log in and take a screenshot and submit that. And for those of you that don't have a Certiport account, you basically go to Certiport. And here it says the college has all the exam vouchers, which is true. So you just need to get a username and a password. So you just go to certiport.com. And log in and register. Do not purchase a voucher because we have those for you. Okay, so all you need is the account, and once you log in, just take a screenshot and submit that, and you will get the points. That way, if you decide to take the certification exam over the summer, you can. Okay, you'll have the Certiport account. What you need to do is contact me so I can let the testing center know because I have to give them your name and the class and the exam that you're going to take. Okay, and once that's all in place, it's just a matter of scheduling a date and time and taking the test. Then, as far as your final project goes, it should be completed by this time. And so we do put our projects out on GitHub. So you are going to want to add your final project to a GitHub repository. And if you're not familiar with GitHub at all, you can get a free account. And this video does show you how to create a repo or a repository and upload the files. So you'll basically get your account, then you log in, create a repository, and then upload your project folder. Then you'll give me a link to the repository. That's what you actually have to submit. And just so you know what it kind of looks like, I'll log into my GitHub. So this is my user account. I can go right to my repositories. And I should mention that it does need to be public. Mine is private because I don't necessarily want students getting in there and copying my code. So, but yours needs to be public. But this is what it's going to look like. Okay, and that's the type of thing I am looking for. And this basically shows you how to create that. Then you also need an Eportfolio, and you do have the option of using, whatever platform you want. We do strongly suggest that you use LinkedIn for this because a lot of the requirements are built into LinkedIn, and employers do look at LinkedIn when you apply for jobs. In fact, there's jobs that are posted to LinkedIn. So it is beneficial, especially for developers, to have a presence in that social media platform. But what we are looking for is that you have your personal information in there. And I do want your repository, a link to your repository in there. And there's a lot of different ways that students are doing this. So one method is under accomplishments, they have projects. and they kind of set it up like this and have a link to the project. Another way you could do it is then in the description portion of the page at the top, you could have your repo information up there. Okay, so there's a couple different ways you can set this up. What most students are doing is they are putting it under accomplishments. So that is pretty much it for the final week as far as what's required. I did include the skills measured in the MTA and an extra credit practice test. If you are planning on taking the MTA, you should do the practice test. It's very similar to what you're going to see, and it is worth 30 points extra credit, but of course you have to turn it in before the end of the semester, so you have to turn it in by May 1st. Once you complete the practice test and you submit it, I will send you the correct answers. So you can use this as a study guide for the actual test, and it will help you prepare for the test. So if you are planning on taking it, make sure you complete the practice test because it will help you be successful on the actual test. Other study resources I've included in this optional block. Again, these are the skills measured. So these are the different areas that you will see questions relating to. And then what I did was I kind of broke all of that down into exam resources. So you can see here all of the different videos if you're into watching videos. So anything that you feel fuzzy about, you can watch a video. Otherwise, I've got some quick reference guides for you. And then some individual tutorials on things that students have had trouble with in the past. If you have any questions at all, let me know. And if you do decide to take that test, remember you do need to communicate with me because I, in turn, have to communicate with the testing center. So it's been a pleasure working with all of you guys, and let me know if you have any questions.